This episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. They can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success.
Hello there. Welcome to the Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jesse Oakley III. And this is your host, Jesse Oakley III. Now, the purpose of the Sunday Morning Chat Series is for me to interview a plethora of positive people that are making big differences in the communities. You name it, speakers, authors, writers, entertainers, athletes, you name it, you'll hear from them right here on the Sunday Morning Chat Series. And today we have ourselves a wonderful episode with a wonderful guest. Now, many of you know that I belong to an organization called Toastmasters International, and this will mark my 23rd anniversary with this wonderful organization. And I tell you, being a part of Toastmasters is a great investment. I meet some great people along the way. And today's guest, we have ourselves a great person who happens to be the District 115 Director for the 2025-2026 years. Please let me welcome none other than Distinguished Toastmaster and District Director, Jennifer Smith. Hey, Jennifer, how's it going?
Thank you, Jesse, for that warm welcome and introduction. I am so excited to be here this morning.
Yeah, it's great to have you here on the Sunday Morning Chat Series. And are you ready to go?
I think I am. Let's go. Let's see what this is all about.
All right. Without further delay, let's chat. Now, we talked about Toastmasters. Now, I heard many definitions of Toastmasters from the guests I had in the past. What is your definition of Toastmasters?
My definition of Toastmasters is a communication and leadership development organization. I was actually asked the other day about Toastmasters, and someone asked, well, will this make me a better public speaker? And I said, well, if you want to go on stage, yes, by all means, it will help you with that because of the fact that we give positive feedback to enhance your speaking skills. But the biggest part that I love about Toastmasters is the leadership component. And of course, I am district director, which newly elected district director. And I love the part about the leadership and about the different roles that I have taken in the past, where it has developed me into a great organizer and leader.
All right. Now, that is truly a fantastic definition for Toastmasters. And speaking of that organization, I got my start in the Toastmasters almost 30 years ago through the Speechcraft program. And after the Speechcraft program, I joined my first club years later in 2002. Now, when did you get your start in Toastmasters?
Jesse, I got my start in Toastmasters in February 2018. Where I saw a friend of mine being pinned on social media where she just got her newly pinned membership pin. And immediately it was January, and immediately my fingers were going a mile a minute asking her questions about Toastmasters. It was January 1st or 2nd, and I was there that following week. And I still remember the membership or treasurer was asking me, what do I think about it? And I said, oh, here's my check. So they didn't have to ask, am I going to join? I'm like, here's my check. Yes, we had checks back then.
I tell you, that is a wonderful start. And you go from 2018 to right now in 2025. That's a great journey, and the journey always continues. So It all started with that interest, and that peak interest made a big difference, didn't it?
It did. It has definitely made a big difference in my life and in my career as well.
All right. Now, when it comes to different challenges, I've been in Toastmasters for 23 years. I experienced those challenges in different points in my organization, whether it comes to communication and leadership organization. What were some of the challenges that you were able to overcome when it's relevant to Toastmasters?
Some of the challenges, are you asking for as in the organization itself or just in my world?
Just your world, either way.
Okay. Well, I think the biggest thing is transition. Everything's always a transition in our lives, in our careers. And just recently, 2 years recent, I became a sales executive with my company. I do title and sales, and I became a sales executive. And I think that it definitely made an important impact on my life that Toastmasters has made, that I was able to step into that role easily because I wasn't shy. I knew how to speak in front of people. I knew how to speak effectively and with proper grammar, of course. But it gave me the, how I like to say, the instinct to be able to get in front of people. And the more people I get in front of, the more, of course, money we make. And that's the biggest thing that it gave me, was that obstacle to climb over. So a lot of people don't have that, right? They don't have that capability to climb into a position or go into a position and be comfortable. And I was comfortable with it. And it gives me the giggles when I step into it. And I was kind of afraid a little bit, but once I got all my resources, it wasn't about the communication. It was more about the resources, because I have the communication right in my back pocket because of Toastmasters.
All right. Now we talked about the challenges that you overcame. Now there are a plethora of best moments that people experience within Toastmasters. What were some of the best moments that you had since you joined this organization?
Oh my goodness. There's a few of them, Jesse. I have had moments where I was able to go to the Bahamas. Oh my goodness, because of leadership. So that was an amazing moment. Also, I got to go to Anaheim as well last year. That was fun. But the best moment, I think, was last year, or not last year, a couple of months ago, most recently, when I put on a conference. And it was so amazing to see that my vision came to fruition, that people had that buy-in in the conference and the vision. So my theme was, the magic is in the journey. And it was just amazing how everybody came together to make it magical.
I tell you, I was at the Bahamas, I was at Anaheim, and I also was at that conference you just mentioned a couple months ago. And I tell you, that was a well put together conference. My wife and I really enjoyed ourselves, and we had ourselves a great time with this wonderful conference. I say, fantastic job. And again, this you're welcome. And this is why, one of the reasons why I stick to Toastmasters is because not only the people, but the amazing events. And if you join Toastmasters, you can get a chance to go to conferences like this, whether it's here in Vegas or in Anaheim or in the Bahamas, or I believe this coming week in Philadelphia. You get a chance to experience everything that you have and shake your hands with people, get a chance to make some new friends. And overall, my wife and I, we really enjoyed ourselves at that conference. We
Can
really
I make
enjoyed it.
a point on that?
Go for it.
Especially when we are Toastmasters and we're all over the world, and with the greatness of virtual meetings, that there's a lady that I know in Japan, never met her in person, and I got to meet her last year at the conference or the convention. So those are great moments, because you do get to meet some really amazing people from all over the world, and they become your friends.
Ain't that the truth? And there are a plethora of Toastmasters all over the world, and it's a great connection. And I say,
Right.
Toastmasters is a darn good investment.
Yes.
All
Can we
right,
talk about the investment here?
let's go for it.
Yeah. So, and that was another thing when I was talking to this person about Toastmasters. He didn't mention about the how much it costs, but it is such a minimal investment of $20 a month. It's $60 every 6 months. Did I say that right? I don't even think I said
Actually,
that right.
actually, I think it's $10 a month.
Yeah, $10 a month. Now that it makes it even sweeter, right? It's $10 a month, and it is for every 6 months. So it's not a long-term commitment. If you are not getting out what you thought you were getting out, you can just say, yeah, I'm done. But it's only $10 a month. What we spend $10 on is nothing compared to the investment that we actually will spend or invest in this organization for your personal growth. I wholeheartedly believe that 100%.
All right, fantastic. Now, we talked about the overcoming the obstacles, challenges, and talk about your best moments. Let's say that you happen to be in your year as district director, and there's some new Toastmaster out there that recently joined. Got a chance to meet up with the district director, and this person is seeing what you're doing right now. They are inspired, they are amazed, and they are impressed with what you're able to do. They come up to you and say, Jennifer, Madam District Director, I am impressed with where you are and who you are and what you're able to do and able to accomplish. And I want to be just like you. If you were to talk to somebody that wants to be like you, what advice would you give that person in order for them to be in your shoes?
I would say, of course, the program works, right? The program 100% works. But you are not going to be district director tomorrow. You are going to have to take that journey through the steps to make sure that you're an effective district director. So start and be engaged with your club officer roles. Take those roles, raise your hand and say, I will do it. And that's how I started. I will do it. I actually knew elections were coming. And the first thing I said was, I could be your president because that's who I am. And but they said, oh, we have more for you. We want you to be the vice president of public relations. And I said, I can do that too. So you take the steps, your club roles, and then you look outside of your club and you join in on your district roles. First, you're an area director, then you're a division director. Then you can step into the district leader. I stepped into public relations manager for the district. I did that, I think, 2 or 3 years. It was a very long time, but I loved that role 100%. I loved it. And then I went into club growth and then program quality director. And here I am. So you have to take those steps. You have to enjoy the journey of those steps, because if you don't have that foundation, then you will not be a great district director. So my vision is that I will hope to be a great district director and I can live in the legacy of people like Jesse Oakley.
Oh my goodness. And again, it's all about the journey, and the journey is better than the end. So focus on the journey, and those are some wise words that you just shared, Jennifer. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. Now people want to know where they can go to search up Toastmasters or District 115. Where could they actually go online to actually reach out to either Toastmasters or this district or District 115?
So I would love to keep everybody in our district. So the first place I would go to is our D115TM for Toastmasters.org. That is where you will find all about our district. And when we talk about the district, we are all of Southern Nevada and then a little bit of part of Utah. So when we talk about that, that's who we are as a district. And right now we have about 50 clubs, and there's 50 clubs that you could choose from. Maybe I would say 40, because we do have some corporate clubs that's not open to the public. So about 40 clubs that you can choose from at different times and days that you can go to. So go to the district to find out all about us. You can also go to toastmastersinternational.com. I'm pretty sure it's a .com. And you can find out all about Toastmasters itself as well. Why, when it started, why, the purpose, can't even remember this, sorry. The purpose of the Toastmasters and why it was started. So you can go in there and see that it is an actual international organization. So we have tons of people from, I would want to say, across the pond, and then also in North America. So you can go there and get your information.
And again, she mentioned District 115, which is Southern Nevada and parts of Utah. That's D115TM.org. Or you could go, if you want to think outside the box, you go to Toastmasters International, which is www.toastmasters.org. And if you're able to do that, then you can actually check out the locations and click find the club. You might find the club anywhere all over the world, whether it's in person, online, or a hybrid, in 6 out of the 7 continents. The 7th one will be Antarctica if we get able to teach penguins how to speak. Then we'll be in number 7.
I love it.
So remember those 2 addresses: is d115tm.org and www.toastmasters.org, and we'll be able to help you out and welcome you with great Toastmaster arms as we welcome you to the family.
Yes, absolutely. We would love for you to even just, when you do look at the clubs, visit the clubs. You don't have to pay to visit. It's free. And just sit back and watch and see if this is a club. Every club has its different culture, and you could check out another club if that's not right for you. So you don't have to stick with that club if you're not comfortable with it, but I will assure you that you will be comfortable in any of our clubs that you will walk into.
Truly fantastic. Those are some amazing words, Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this portion of the interview for the Sunday Morning Chat series is called the shout out portion. And there have been so many people that are giving shout out to people for making their journeys possible. And if you would like to give a shout out to anybody that's out there to making your journey possible, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Holy moly. I would love to give a shout out to my club, what we call our home club members, George Lund, and Maria Martinez Rioch, and even Peter Swan, who was at the very beginning when I first started. And they helped catapult my journey into the whole organization with the district and with Toastmasters International. They gave me that encouragement and that confidence to be able to move forward.
I'll tell you, with D. George, Maria, and Peter, that is a triple trifecta of excellence in order to assist you in your journey along the way. So those are some amazing people, and I definitely can vouch for the integrity and the quality of these Toastmasters. Great people.
Yes, but there are so many other people. I would not want to miss anybody else, but I do have a whole list of people that I would love to mention as well.
And I've seen the list. This list is as big from Las Vegas. You can take it from Las Vegas all the way to St. George. And for people that don't know, that St. George is you drive up Interstate 15 north, and St. George from here to St. George is 120 miles. So I'm sure she has a list 120 miles long of people that she definitely like to thank for making this journey possible.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, the last question I do have for you is directed to the people that watch this podcast. They are my fans, and these fans are called the Happy People. And they're called the Happy People, and they always get their motivation from the wise words that I have from people on my podcast. And I tell you that they just have their minds blown with each words of wisdom. Now, if you had a chance to talk to my people, my crew, and give the words of wisdom to the Happy People, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. Words of wisdom to happy people. I consider myself a happy person as well. And you know what? In every organization, in every bit of life, just know that if you're looking for something, always look for the good. And the good is always going to come.
I tell you, it's always good to come, and no matter what there is, always look for the good. And Jennifer, that was a perfect bookend to a wonderful episode of the Sunday Morning Chat series with Jesse Oakley III. And on behalf of all the happy people that are watching, Jennifer, Madam District Director, I thank you for allowing you to be here on the Sunday Morning Chat series.
Thank you, Jesse. It's my honor. I've seen some of your episodes, and now I'm part of your list, so I'm excited.
Hey, fantastic. And this concludes this episode of the Sunday Morning Chat series with Jesse Oakley III. For more information, go to prconnectionsradio.com. But wait, there's more. You can actually go on YouTube and type in PR Connections and actually check out podcasts that are on the YouTube page, including my own podcast, the Sunday Morning Chat series. But wait, there's also more. You can also go to YouTube and type in Sunday Morning Chat Series with Jesse Oakley III. Hit subscribe, comment, like, and share the different episodes that are out there. I really appreciate it if you just hit the subscribe button, comment, and like the different videos that I've done and past interviews from 2020, 2021, 2024, and right here in 2025. And this concludes this episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series. On behalf of Jennifer and myself and all the happy people that are watching, this is until next time, we see you with another episode that will air on PR Connections at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until next time, you take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Did you know your clothing could help balance your body's pH levels? Our cutting-edge fabric technology naturally promotes optimal pH balance, helping you feel energized, refreshed, and at your best every day. Use promo code PRTalk for more info. Tap the link in the description or contact our experts at 702-445-9488 to learn more.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.